Mike, check. Justin Hunt. It's all happening. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for rocking with this channel, for supporting through the Cash App, supporting through the link tree. The Cash App's right up there if you guys would like to donate. And big shout out to all my members, 56 members. 56 members. It's all happening. And thank you to everyone for the birthday wishes yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I actually spent it on location shooting a political debate show for an organization called RDI, Renewing Democracy Initiative. And it was on freedom of speech. So it was a bunch of free speech topics. It was me. It was a conservative political influencer and a lawyer, a free speech lawyer. So that'll be coming out in the coming weeks. I can't wait to share it with you guys. But that's the reason why I didn't post anything topically new yesterday. We did have the interview clip with Rascal Randy, the B girl, go up yesterday. And I'll be dropping clips of the Daylight interview this week. But thank you guys for all the support on the channel. It's priceless. Now, big news on the Drake front. On the Drake front, we have numbers in for his 100 gig drop. Now, if you guys remember, we talked about this. We talked about the Plot Twist account, which is Drake's Finsta, had a link to 100 gigs worth of music and videos and behind the scene content and pictures, just different things like that. And the 3 songs that were in the Plot Twist account, It's Up, Housekeeping Knows, and Blue, Red, Green. If I'm not mistaken, I always get those colors transposed. Those were eventually released by Universal. There's speculation that Universal wasn't too happy with Drake's 100 gig drop and putting these songs out there. So they put them out officially. There wasn't a whole lot of promo around them, but It's Up features Young Thug and 21 Savage, has been sitting at the top of Rap Caviar. Those numbers are in. So this week's Billboard Hot 100 is out. Let's see where Drake landed. Shaboozie's still number 1. Shout out to Shaboozie. I worked in the country space for a while. I worked with an artist named Willie Jones. This is with Empire. Willie Jones was on Empire. I was the one who brought Willie Jones to Empire. It ultimately ended up being the catalyst to start Empire's country music division. The first hires they made were people that we worked with Willie Jones. We had a song with Willie Jones. It was called, it flipped T.I.'s, a T.I. song. They basically did the same thing with the Shaboozie thing, and now it's gone number 1. So shout out to Shaboozie. He's been there 18 weeks. I think this is probably the biggest competition for Song of the Year at the Grammys. You know, obviously Million Dollar Baby down here at number 6 is huge. Not Like Us is still in the top 3. I think, personally, I think that's the Song of the Year. But it's going to be hard to get away from Shaboozie mixing country with hip hop. He also performed at the BET Awards, but Shaboozie is still sitting at number 1. Post Malone, Morgan Wallen sitting at 2. Shout out to Culture Vulture Malone. I've got a piece I'm working on about that. I'll probably do something about that tomorrow because Post Malone said that he started drinking after he got called a culture vulture. He deserved it. You know, you go into hip hop, then you start dissing hip hop, then you go to country. That's culture vulture type tendencies. We're looking for Drake, though. We're looking for Drake. Top 10. Don't see Drake. Let's go see if he's in the top 20. Okay, we got Benson Boone. We got Morgan Wallen. We got Luke Combs. We got Zach Bryan. We got Morgan Wallen. We got Chappell Roan. We got Zach Bryan. We got Dasha. We got Marshmello and Kane Brown. Charlie XCX featuring Billie Eilish. Still no Drake. Still no Drizzy. 21, like that. Kendrick's back up there again. That song is hard though. Like that goes really hard in the gym. That one and Type Shit off of that project have a lot of legs. SZA, 22. No Drake, 24. Where are we at? 28. 28. You run to Atlantic when you need a check balance. Drake, Young Thug, and 21 Savage show up at 28. 28. Now, I look at these as Drake songs. These are Drake songs. This one has 2 high-profile rappers on them. 21 Savage, we talked about this. In my opinion, is taking shots at Kendrick. In my opinion, he is. Now, his manager says he isn't, but you can make an argument that these are related response tracks to the battle. You can make that argument, even if they say it was recorded whenever. Drake released them post battle. He released them in this environment. 28. 28. All right, let's see where the next ones are. We're just going to do this a lot faster. We're just going to search for Drake on here. So we got 28. Blue, green, red, 63. 63. Okay, now this is the song that it feels like a response to Meet the Grams. It feels like a response to Meet the Grams. We didn't go into the lyrics around this track, but here's why it feels like a response to Meet the Grams. Take a look at the lyrics. First verse, please write my mother and tell her the shape that I'm in. 30 days I've been sober. Now I'm drinking. Now I'm back drinking again, right? Meet the Grams starts off with Kendrick talking directly to Drake's family members. You get to the second verse. Please write my father and tell him I found some fortune and fame. They're going to try and behead me and speak on the family name. It's called Meet the Grams. The family name is the Grams. It feels like it's a response to Meet the Grams, and it lands at 63. 63. All right. I don't know if you can call this an EP. I don't know if this is a pack. I don't know what you call this, right? But it's listed under 100 gigs, right? 63. So we got 28, not even in the top 25. We got 63, and let's see what the last one is. You My Everything featuring Sexy Red. This one came out before. This is another one that felt like there was softness in the marketplace. This is the one where he tried to reclaim the BBL Drizzy framing. Raps over the BBL Drizzy beat at the end. That's at number 80. Housekeeping Knows featuring Lotto, 85. 85. Look, you can say that these didn't have promo. These weren't heavily marketed. With the other tracks, the Camila Cabella joints that didn't do well in the chart, Wagwan Delilah, which I support if he is really trying to support local Toronto comedians. If he is trying to tap into his culture, I supported that track. I still support that track if that's the case. Everyone else in the world hated it. You got You My Everything that's sitting at number 80 is not blowing it out the water. And all the money they're putting into Sexy Red, that track is not blowing it out the water. And then you got these three joints. Can't even crack the top 25. I've been saying it. I feel like something is different since this battle. People have been telling me he's going to be all right. I'm waiting to see it. Now, you can say these wasn't a lead-up promo, wasn't a typical rollout, but these are Drake songs. They are Drake songs. The other ones, we could say they're other people's tracks. These are Drake songs. Let's see I'm curious right now. I haven't even looked at this. Let's see what Sexy Red, let's see how Sexy Red looks on this. You My Everything's the only track she has. So you can say that she's boosted, Drake's boosting her. I'll give him credit for that if that's the case. But like 28, 63, 85. This is not what we're used to from Drizzy. We'll see what happens. Now, there's more news on the Drake front. Apparently, Lil Yachty has unfollowed Drake. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. So many quotables. He's unfollowed Drake. Now, is this a big deal? Who knows? To me, it is. Drake made a whole beef about how Whitney followed Dave Free. She didn't follow Kendrick. So I personally feel like in Drake land, this is a big deal. And the reason they're saying that there's speculation, rather, that he unfollowed him because they put out that track, Super Soak, a couple of weeks ago. They leaked it because they didn't get clearance to put it out officially. So they leaked it. And it was Drake and Yachty. Now they're saying Drake is expected to release the track Super Soak. It will get a video, and Yachty's not going to be on it. Yachty's not going to be on it. Now, I think Yachty's a terrible rapper. Terrible rapper. I know he's got a hold on a generation. I do not look at Yachty as somebody who is a talented rapper. He's a great producer. I think he's great with sounds. I think he's a talented artist, but as a rapper, no. Right. And I personally think one of the biggest mistakes Drake made was like spending this much time putting out tracks with Yachty. Right. To me, that was a play that screamed, I'm trying to be young. Let me put on some, let me paint my fingernails like Yachty or whatever. I don't know if that works for Drake. I think if Drake is going to do this Conductor Williams album, if that's really going to happen, yeah, that's where he needs to be. It needs to really be over there in that section right now. Show people that he can rap, if that's even a thing that's at top of mind for him. But apparently they unfollowed each other. Apparently they don't rock with each other anymore. So I personally think that what we are seeing is softness in the marketplace with Drake, and it's been happening since this battle. The cultural touch points that became very loud when it comes to Drake's position in the rap industry and the music industry and his lack of cultural connection to the people who have been carrying him more than any other, who gave him the cosigns, who supported the communities in which gave him his cool points, his cultural cachet. All of those being on full display. Him calling us slaves. Him disrespecting his mom. Him trying to get cool points with gang members in, in California. The amount of tone deafness combined with the years of things apparently he has done to ruffle all these feathers of all these rap Avengers and everything that came out of this battle. It looks like we're seeing this on the charts. Again, I guess this super soak will be a real test. But every time we report on these numbers, it feels like I'm saying maybe the next one will be a real test. If Super Soak's getting a video, there's no Yachty on it. That feels like a more intentional rollout. But these last three can't even crack the top 25. You guys let me know what you think about this. My name is Justin Hunt. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow at The Company Man on everything. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.